Hi everyone, showing you a different racing game again. This time it's Mad Skills Motocross from Turborilla. There's a sequel to this as well, showing you the first one before I get to the sequel, simply because the first one's still a great title, great graphics, fluid animation and great gameplay. The sequel goes into different sorts of tracks, a bit more detail. However, this is probably just as fun in many ways, and I just may as well show you some gameplay so you can get an idea for it. Okay, so you've got the accelerator and brake through the green and red buttons. The buttons on the right, they control whether you tilt the bike forward or on towards the back. Now, that's the first race. Done. Okay, so I'll continue on to the next one. The idea of this is simply to get to, from start to finish, obviously ahead of your opponent, and you can do stunts, backflips, and there'll be other tricks that come along in future races as well. It's a lot of fun. It's really addictive once you get used to it. It's and it doesn't take long at all to get used to. It's the only downside if you're used to, say, games like Project Cars or Need for Speed is the races don't last all that long. However, the races later on do certainly last longer than this one. This is just the start. So without any further ado, let's go to the next race. Okay, so when you land, it's best generally to land on the rear tyre, so just slant your bike back towards the rear a little bit. When you go over these, best to go slightly with the front wheel up in the air. As usual, landing first on the rear, because when you do that, you get acceleration more immediately, whereas if you're on the front, if you land on the front wheel, you still have to wait for the rear to get any acceleration going. Okay, so race 2, let's go on to race 3. Okay, so I'll just give you a few moments to read this. Okay, so simply the doctor's starting with wanting you to do a backflip. There'll be other tricks and technologies that he will give you, so it does add a lot of value to the racing. Okay, made the backflip, didn't take too long. Okay, so as you can see, you can collect stars from doing backflips. Well, multiple backflips. Okay, so for this video, I'll do one, maybe 2 more races, if just one. Whoops. Okay, not that I meant it, but you can jump the start. And being too hesitant, that's an example of it. The AI opponent gets well ahead. I think at this stage the AI's already started upgrading their bike, whereas I have not. Could have done a backflip then. There we go. Sometimes when you land, you find yourself leaning too far forward on the bike. You can press the back arrow button to try and lean back quickly to bring balance to your bike. I had to bail out of doing a backflip then. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or not. Okay, so won by just around over 60 metres. So there you go, Mad Skills Motocross. Hope you enjoyed that intro. If you do, feel free to like the video and subscribe, as there'll be plenty more videos to come, including games that I've done in the past, but there's several games that I've already got plans coming up which I haven't covered yet, including some from independent developers, which have games that I think are really deserve exposure out on the internet. So hopefully more and more people can get to see how good these games are and addictive, and if you enjoy them, all the better. So also feel free to take a look at some of the videos on the left there. It's some of those are project cars, and there's plenty more videos on the Sage Blue channel, so feel free to check that out. As always, there's more videos to come. Until next time.